Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David and in this video I'm gonna show you how to play Cookie Crash, a game by HenMar Games who provided me with this review copy. And this is a kinda two-player game, 1 versus 1, but you can also play in teams 2 versus 2. And in this game the players are gonna try to fill up the cookie drums in the middle of the table by putting the right cookies in front of them. First player to do so collects the cookie drum and scores the cookies inside of it. Then there are also some special action cards and some secret scoring cards. So please let me show you how to play Cookie Crash. So let's start with the basics and then we'll show the special cards. In the middle of the table you put 7 cards of the cookie drums. And the cookie drums will contain 2, 3 or 4 cookies in different shapes and in different colors. And there will always be 7 cookie drums to fill. And you make a draw pile of the remaining cards. Then we take all the cookie cards, which contain the 6 different cookies in different colors. Give them a good shuffle and you split them in 2. So half the cookies are at your opponent and you have the other half of the cookies. And we'll start with the 2-player mode 1 versus 1. So we are both on one side of the cookie drums. 7 in the middle. I prefer to play it like this if you have the table space for it. Otherwise you can flip the cards so they require less space. And the aim of the game is to collect as many cookie drums as you can by putting the right cookies in the right drums. Let me show you how that goes. Both players take the deck face down in their hand and we count to 3, 1, 2, 3 and then we start. And you're gonna flip the card and place it in the cookie drum as fast as possible. And of course it has to match both the type of cookie and the color of the cookie. So this cookie can only go in this drum. This one I cannot put in any drum because it's not there anymore and this one is already filled. And well, this is how it goes and you go as fast as possible to see if you can drop the cookie in a drum. And of course there's some tension because on the other side of the table the other playing is of course trying to do the same. So you just go as fast as possible. Stop! The moment you have completely filled a cookie drum with the right cookies, you just yell stop. The other player has to stop. If the player has a card in his hand, it has to be discarded. Then I get to score the cookie drum. So I discard the cookies and I get the drum. I will keep it face down. And every cookie is worth 1 point at the end of the game. So this drum gives me 2 victory points at the end of the game. We fill up the row with a new cookie drum. And we will continue to play in 3, 2, 1, go! And sometimes you will miss a spot because you are in such a hurry. Stop! Again, 2 of the right cookies are in the drum. So the cookies get discarded. I take the drum. And play continues in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, on and on and on. Of course the opponent will also score some cookie drums. And should my opponent score this drum, he gets the drum and all the cookies that are on this side are also discarded. So try to keep an eye on what your opponent is doing, because maybe the opponent already has 3 cookies on his side of the 4 cookie drum. Then it might be better for me to focus on some other drums. And play continues until a player plays his last card in either one of the drums or at the discard pile. Again, the player shouts stop. And then both players have to collect all the cookie cards that are in their hands or in their discard pile. And then the decks are handed over, so I get the cookies from my opponent and the opponent will get my cookie cards. In case you played some special action cards, they get returned to you because they are only used once in a round. I will tell what they do in a moment. But all the drums and cookies stay on the table. You might want to give the deck a shuffle. And play just continues in 1, 2, 3, go. And there we go again. And you keep playing until all the drums have been laid out in the middle. And once a cookie drum gets filled, but there are no cookie drums to fill up the row, then the end of the game is triggered and play will continue until the first player runs out of his cookie cards. Then the game ends and the players will check the drums they scored and you will simply get 1 point for each cookie that you have collected. Who has the most points is of course the winner. So that is how this game is played. Then there are 3 special action cards. 2 of them are available to you each round. First you have the Crasher. You can put this on top of a card and that cookie gets crushed and doesn't count anymore for the cookie drum. So of course you play this card at an opponent. But for now this blue Oreo is deleted and I have to put another blue Oreo here in order to collect the drum. Then we have this Wild. You can play this as any cookie. and we have the cookie lid. And you can smash this one on a cookie drum when an opponent is almost scoring that cookie drum, and then this cookie drum cannot be scored anymore and will be removed at the end of the round. So those are the 3 special cards in this game, but every round only 2 of them are available. So at the start of each round you will flip over one of these cards, and this is the card that is not available to you this round. So no wild card to be used in this round, and then in the next round we are maybe not allowed to use the Cookie Crusher. And like I said, these special cards get returned to you at the end of each round. This cookie drum will then be removed from the game, and we continue to play. But also on the beginning of the game, each player will get one secret scoring card that gives you extra points at the end of the game. You shuffle these ones and you get one. With this card you will get 1 bonus point for each cookie drum you have that only contains 2 cookies. So all the drums containing 2 cookies will for you be worth 3 points. You will get 1 bonus point for each red colored cookie, green colored cookie or yellow colored cookie. Or all cookies of this type you collected are worth plus 1 point. The same for this one and for this one. So after scoring the cookies from all the drums you collected, you will also get some bonus points based on which bonus card you got. And this is the basic 1 versus 1 version. You can also play 2 against 2, and you can play that in 2 modes. You can play as a team together. Both sides of the table will of course get half of the cookie cards, but then that half get also split. 1 deck for the player on the left, 1 deck for the player on the right, and you start to play as normal. And when you score a cookie drum, they will be put in the middle, and at the end of the game the team who has the most cookies is the winner. Also as a team you will get 1 of the bonus cards, but you can also play 2 versus 2 with each player playing individually. So when you score a cookie drum it will be yours, and the player with the most points at the end of the game will win, and also each player gets a bonus card. And the fun part is of course when your teammate already filled up 2 or 3 of the cookies on the cookie drum, and you just simply put in the last cookie and you score that card and you say thank you very much. You did most of the work, but I take the point. And that is how Cookie Crash is played. Cookie drums in the middle, and you try to fill them up as fast as you can with cookies from your hand in order to be the first one to completely fill up the drums in order to score the cards and get the points. And if you get hungry from playing with all these cookies, you can find the recipe of all the types of cookies specially created for this game. Thanks again to HenMar Games for having me this review copy. If you have any questions about Cookie Crash, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. My name is David, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.